Hey guys, what is up? It's me, CroffStudios, and I'm here with a very special LEGO Ninjago set review. And I'm here with a 2014 Summer LEGO Ninjago set. It is the Battle for Ninjago City. It is set 70728. 1,223 pieces, retails for $120 here in the USA. You can see right there, it contains about 8 minifigures. So let's go ahead and straight look at our box. Here's a quick look at the front of your box. And then there is a look at the back of your box. Alright guys, so here's a look at our instruction manuals, and the first one doesn't have anything in it except for some steps right on the back right here. The second one has Lloyd on the back instead of the Screaming Kid. Wow, what happened to him? They got rid of the Screaming Kid of Doom. I can't say it anymore, which is terrible. And then the third instruction manual, when you go to the end here, you can see some of the steps I'm going through right now. You can see there's a little thing that shows some of the playability features in the set. Then right here you can see there's a LEGO Ninjago advertisement that shows some of the Winter Wave sets. And you can see right here a lego.com/Ninjago advertisement. Right here you can see there's some of the new LEGO Agent sets. You can see them right there. Pretty cool. I saw most of these at Toys R Us the other day. And then a LEGO Ninjago video game right here, as you can see, which is also very cool. And on the very back you get an advertisement for some of the other Ninjago sets, which also has the Destructoid on it, which I'm pretty sure is like some sort of like special release because it's not in the Winter Wave showcase. In this set, you get a ton of extra pieces. You can see right here, you get a bunch of ninja wraps. You do get a brick step area in this set also. You can see right here, you get a bunch of katanas right here, which are extras. These aren't the ones that go on the ninja's back. These are actually extra ones. And you get a little lock right here, which is also in the set. You get a nice little hook right here, and then a bunch of little daggers, and a nice little piece that goes on a pail, which is used for Nia's hat. And a golden lightsaber hilt right here, and then the other side just has some little miscellaneous pieces that we've seen before. Alright guys, first up for our minifigs here is Lloyd Garmadon. This is a new variant of him because he does have the armor piece and the new torso. You can see right there the torso is very nicely detailed, and you can see his head right there. It's exactly the same as the one that comes in the Overlord attack. He does come with this little piece right here, which I'll show you what that is when we get later in the set. You can see he has the same hair as the other Lloyd in the Overlord attack, and he does have the two katanas on the back of his armor right there. So let's take a look at his back printing and his head. And then here you can see Lloyd's face as we spin it around. You can also see his very detailed back printing. Alright guys, second up for our minifigs here is Jay, and you can see he is the same as the one that comes in the Thunder Raider, except that he does have the armor right here. I love how they added this armor just like the same as the 2012 ninjas, except all of them are armor, all of them are silver instead of a couple of them being gold. You can see he also does have two katanas on his back, which are silver. And you can see he does get one of the Techno Blades right here, which is just an okay Techno Blade. So let's take a look at his face and his back printing. And then here is Jay's face. You can see right there has always been the same right there. And you can see his back printing is also very detailed and is the same as the one in the Thunder Raider. Alright guys, third up for our minifigs here is Zane, and I really like this Zane. Definitely one of my favorite figures of the set, just because of how much added details and such they put on him. He actually is different than the other ones. And you can see he gets this nice clear shield. We have seen this, except it's mostly had printing on it before. You can see he does get a Techno Blade as well. And I love how decked out he looks. He just looks really ready for battle. You can see right there he has all these weapons and shields. He just looks really decked out, and I'll show you his vehicle when we get later in the set. And I think they did a very good job on this Zane in particular, also like the one in the Ninjacopter. So let's take a look at his torso printing, or the back torso printing, and his face. So here is Zane right here. You can see with all his accessories off, and you can see his face is the same as the old one. And then you can see his back printing right here. Let's lift up his torso a little bit so you can see it a bit better. And you can see the printing on there is very nice looking. And also for all these ninjas, they do not have back printing except for Nia. Or not back printing, but leg printing. They don't have leg printing, which is very annoying. That's probably the only complaint I have about these ninjas. But other than that, they just look spectacular. Up next for our minifigs here is Nia, and we have seen Nia before, except she is a Samurai X version. And I actually have the original Nia figure, which is pretty cool. And you can see she has leg printing. Finally, a figure with leg printing besides like the Nindroids and such, because they weren't giving any ninjas or any cool characters leg printing, which is kind of weird. You can see her torso and leg printing are exclusive to this set, and they look very detailed. And she also is wielding the 2 katanas in the back, just like all the ninjas that come in this set, except for like some of the other figures I'll show you in a minute. You can see they use the bucket handle that's gold on her helmet, and then you can see her little helmet mold right there. It's very cool. It's the same as the Stone Warriors. And you can see the black helmet. It looks very nicely done. So let's take a look at her without her accessories. So here is Nia without her accessories on. You could see her face right there. It looks very nicely detailed, different than most of the other ones. Now you can see on the back right here, she does also wield very nicely printed back printing. Starting out of onto the bad guy characters now, you can see here is the Nindroid, and you get 2 of the same exact figure in the set, except the other one is wielding a different weapon, which I'll show you in a second. You can see his printing is all the same as the normal Nindroids, which is pretty cool. You can see he is wielding another katana, which is silver, which is pretty cool. I really like getting so many katanas in the set, which is really sweet. And there's actually more upcoming as I show you the set. And you can see his face right here is very nicely printed. And then you do get the back head printing. I just wish they would have made it, instead of red and purple, they should have made it like red and maybe a different color. I don't really like the purple with the red. But other than that, it's pretty cool. So let's take a look at the next Nindroid. Then this is the Nindroid that is exactly the same as the other one, except he is wielding this pretty cool axe-type weapon. So here's the last Nindroid that I'm going to show you. Then I'm going to show you the best figure. You can see right here, he doesn't have any leg printing, which is kind of weird. It just kind of cuts off. It looks kind of odd, in my opinion. You can see he has the back head printing, though, and the nice back printing, which is also very nice. So just a decent little Nindroid that we've seen before. So let's move on to definitely the best figure in the set. Alright guys, last up and certainly not least is the Overlord. And this is basically the main villain that Ninjago's been kind of leading up to overall. And then this is the guy that's basically been taking over. He's probably basically the main villain for the last season and this season of the episodes. He's wielding this type of axe weapon right here, which is not really that special. But you can see the printing on him is just spectacular. It looks so awesome. Now I'll show you how it blends into the vehicle too, which looks very cool. You get that kind of armor that comes in the Mirkwood Elf Army set, except it's just in a pearl gold color. You can see right there, his printing is just spectacular. Taking off his helmet right here, you can see his face. Looks really, really cool. I really love that head. This just fits the perfect, like, it's perfectly showing how the Overlord should look. And then you can see his back head printing is also very nicely done. And then he does have some back printing as well. And then it's kind of weird, they do give you legs for him, but they're just black legs, which is kind of odd. So I wish they maybe would have given him printed legs, but other than that, he's just a perfect figure. Perfectly shows how the Overlord should look in a figure form. It's just a perfect minifig. So here's part of the actual models of the set, and you can see right here, you get this little gateway type of piece. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the older little accessories they used to throw in sets. Nowadays, it's kind of like they always add on little features to the little things they add on, but this is just type of like a doorway. Wish they would have put the same white piece on this side too. It's not really that big of a deal though. And then you can see you get the nice gold dagger on top. And then the second vehicle, or not, that wasn't a vehicle, but this is actually a very cool vehicle. And then you get a nice piece right here. I think this is a new piece. I'll show you what it does. So basically you can take Zane, your ninja, right here, and then put it on his back. It's actually specially made. So I'm guessing Zane is the only person that's supposed to ride this in the set, since it's white and it shows him riding it on the box only. So, pretty nice little exclusive vehicle for Zane right here. And then putting it on right here, you can see how it moves down, or when he's landing and in flight. And you do get flick missiles on it. It's actually pretty cool. Fires out pretty easily. Not a terrible feature. And then you get some little daggers and lights on it. So it's a very nice, sturdy little vehicle that's probably not going to break on you. So it's a very nice little model. So here's the Overlords Vehicle right here, and you can see how evil it looks. You can see all the gold and black and all the purple and red and stuff that are on it. Unfortunately, these are all stickers. It goes on all sides too, so that was kind of annoying, and then you do get a sticker here as well. So this is where a lot of the stickers came in the set too, which was kind of annoying. So you can see right here how these move if you want to. So you can just move around. It's pretty cool. And then you can put the Overlord inside, obviously. And this is what I was talking about. You can see it kind of breaks a little easily, and then the Overlord just kind of pops on there, right there. And you can see how the legs move. Just demonstrated that right there. And then these little gold pieces that are on here also move. So moving it up right here, you can see how it all just kind of folds in and goes right around him. So that's very cool. One of my favorite little add-ons that they added on here. And you can see the legs right here, how these move right here. And then the legs are articulated so they can move in multiple directions. And then there's a back leg as well. And it does have one of those missile features for new 2014, so just basically press on that, it fires. And then you do get one other one to also put in there, so you get 2 in the set total. And then you can see the back little gold pieces and details that they added on. And then this is just held on by a little piece in there. So very nice design on this vehicle. You can have it crawl around all over the castle type place, or you can have it attack the little temple type area. Anywhere you want to. You can even have it crush the tree if you want to, which I'll show you in a second. So let's go on to the tree. Then in this set you get a very nice tree. You can see right here all the leaves on it. They are articulated so you can move them around. This is one of my favorite trees that LEGO's made so far. You can see all the nice articulation they added and so many leaves just on this small one tree. It just makes it look really realistic. And you can see right here you get these 2 string pieces in the set as well, which I will show you. And I kind of messed up on it because the set didn't really give enough string, or I just cut a little too short on them. I'll show you what that is later in the review. So let's get straight on to the actual gigantic model. So here is the gigantic temple that you've been waiting for. You can see right here, it's just a gigantic model. Compare a minifigure to this, you can see right here, it's just enormous. Perfect to scale compared to a minifig. This would probably be the size of a real type of temple. And just saying, these are not stickers. I repeat, those are not stickers, which I'm so happy about. It makes me so happy about this set. So there's so many features in this set. I'm just going to give you a quick 360 on the outside. You can see right here all the nice added on pieces right here. You can see this kind of spins. It's not really supposed to, but it's pretty cool. And then on the side you get some leaves. And then turning it around, you can see the nice added details on the sides. And on the back, you can see all the Technic type of pieces up here, which show a ton of features. And then the back has a ton of rooms, which I will show you too. But you can see there's just a ton of added on features and playability onto this set. And it's just a really, really nicely done model. One of my favorite Ninjago models I've gotten so far. So we're going to go straight on to the front. So starting off here at the front, we're going to take one of our Nindroids and just set them right here. So you can see a size representation of the front right here, and then there's a ton of fire. And you get these little windows right here. You can kind of see them. They're under the stairs. I'll show you the inside of the temple later. But then one of the features here on the front is that you can spin these right here, and it pops out some more katanas and even more weapons. And you get a little staff and a nice little dagger piece. I love how they added so many katanas, and it's very sturdy. It's not going to pop out probably ever. And you can see right here, it's kind of identical. I wish they would have made it like maybe this one's has a little more jaggedy look to it, because they're both kind of identical, so it's kind of weird. And you can see this one right here has 2 golden daggers, which actually only come in the Minecraft set besides this one. And you can see another katana, which is amazing. And then you can see right here, looks very nice. And I really like these dark green pieces they used for the stairs. One of my favorite parts about it. And then moving up on the front over here, you can see there are some nice little railings right here, so you can have your Nindroid walking around so he doesn't fall off and die. And then you got some nice little golden dragon pieces right here that we've seen before. Very nice add-in. You can see right here you get the nice little lights with the just blank white heads, which is very cool to get those as well. A lot of gold, dark green, red. The color scheme of this is just perfect. There's not very many other odd colors sticking out on the model, so that's definitely a great part about it. And obviously you can open the doors here in the front. These handles are kind of gonna kill. Well, the handles, if someone grabs these handles, aren't they gonna kind of cut their hand off? I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I think. They'll probably cut their hand if they try to open the door, which is kind of weird. I guess they got gloves, but there's just so many details here on the front. You can see how sometimes they spin. I don't know if they're really meant to, but I kind of like using it as like a little effect. And then you can see right here, moving up, there's a little wheel in there, which also shows a playability feature. Now on top you got a dragon right here. I'll go in detail the dragon head. And then you get a nice little Sensei Wu top hat up here, and then there are some blades and such up here. So we're going to go straight on to this little feature that is right here. Here's the feature with the trees that I was talking about earlier that Lloyd does get to do. So basically you get this little piece with Lloyd right here, which I showed earlier, and you put him right here, and he just kind of slides down, which is kind of cool. The thing is that this string is supposed to hook on the very top of the temple, but the string they gave you told you to make this thing also, so it kind of ruined the purpose, and the string wasn't long enough to go up there. I could either make both of them, which are shown in the manual, or practically just one of them, and I'd have to cut the string in half, to make both of them. So I ended up making both of them, just for, showing it right here and how he's supposed to climb down the rope to get to the bottom. So I think they just didn't really give enough string. I actually cut more than I needed to and ended up with like a really small amount, so that was kind of weird. But it's a pretty nice feature. You can see it actually works. So taking Lloyd right here and you can slide him down. So it's a pretty nicely done feature. Basically, the feature with this is that you get these two discs, which also sit in the back of the palace right here, which I will show you in a second. So you basically put your little disc right here, and then you spin the wheel, and it kind of fires out, which is a pretty cool feature. I mean, it's new. I just got to get the piece really quick, and just try that one more time. So basically, spin the wheel from back here, and it fires out. That's not what I meant to do, but put it under the wheel right here, and then you spin it, fires out. Not the best feature I've seen, but I think they did a pretty good job working on it. Looks pretty cool. They got the nice little cylinder pieces right here that look pretty nice. So we're going to take a look at some of the details that are also on top of the palace. So you can see these pieces right here, which these are stickers unfortunately, but they look really nice. So they're very high quality stickers right there. And then you can see the nice little dragon head right here with this sticker on top. Dragon head, I wish they would have just used a regular dragon head mold instead of making out of pieces. But I guess it's fine. I mean, it looks decent. It's not the best I've seen, but it's still pretty decent. So we're going to take a look at the back. Here's a look at the back of the palace right here, and you can see all the little features added in right here. You can see there's a little jail cell right here, which I'm going to start out with. So basically you can just kind of pop it off right there and open it up. There's nothing really on the inside, except there are weapons, which the guy can get, which is kind of weird. But I don't know how they would have avoided that. So basically you can take your little Nindroid and just throw them in there. There's no details or anything on the inside, so I don't really need to show anything in there. So you can stick the piece right back on if you want to, but you can just leave it off if you want them to escape, I guess. And then up here, you get a little kitchen area, which I'm going to go into detail a bit because there actually are some very nice pieces added onto this part right here. So you can see this little crate goes in here, and I just put the hot dogs in here. They are supposed to go on the grill, but I didn't want them to fall off while I'm trying to turn it and stuff. So I just put them inside this little crate right here. So it's pretty cool. You get those. You get two glasses right here. So you get one clear one back here and one green one, and then you get this little area where you can put stuff inside of. They don't really give you anything to put inside. And then this chair is kind of weak. I don't know if I don't know. Let's take a look at maybe Lloyd. Let's go ahead and put Lloyd sitting down that. I mean, it doesn't really work too well. You can see right there, he just doesn't really fit unless you take this off. So let's go ahead and take someone without it on. So you can see he kind of fits on there. It's just okay. I wish they would have just maybe put a chair or two somewhere around here. And you can see this is where the doors are right here, where the people enter into. So just open it up right there so you can take a look at how that opens. It does open up outward. And you can see the little gold pieces right here. Then they use these very big red pieces right here to go through here, which is very nice. Then you do get a little sticker right here on the crate, which is pretty unique. Nothing in the crate. They don't give you anything to put inside of it. I mean, it's okay. And then you can see this little chair that spins around. You get some nice little accessories over here, like a walkie-talkie and a wrench. And then you do, inside of here, get a little hammer piece. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to pull out this little computer screen right here really quick so I can show you the little details that are on there. So here's the computer screen that is in there, and you can see the nice piece right here. You get these two little computer screens that we've seen before, and then this is a sticker right here. It looks very cool. You can see all these little nice details that they added onto the temple right here, and it looks very cool, and you can see how that is hooked on right there. So I thought I'd show you that up close because it looked pretty sweet. Down at the bottom again, we're going to move down here and show some more details. You can see there's this chest right here which has 4 golden studs on the inside of it. Nothing too special about it, but I like how they added in these little extra pieces and such. And then you can see right here you get a little barrel, nothing in it. And then this shows a feature on the front, which I will show you right now. So let's get right onto that. So here is the feature. So basically you press that little handlebar that I show you in the back, and it kind of pops off the Nindroid, which I thought was a pretty nice add-on. A lot of pieces were used to make the feature, though. To go through from the back and add it on, it's kind of a lot of pieces to use to make just a small feature, so I think they did a very good job with that. And I like how they did that, so let's do that one more time, and you can see how he just kind of falls down the stairs. Here are some of the sides right here, and you can see some plants right here. And then you can see all the nice details they added right here moving on up. And you can see the nice little roof up there with the golden swords again. And you can see how this looks right here. And you can just kind of bend that down. And that is how it's hooked on there. You can see the inside. Very nicely done there. And I really like that. And then on the other side, it is exactly the same, except for this little green leaf is there instead of a red one. Another very nice feature added onto this set is that when you press these little pieces right here, you can see these little type of pieces. They launch the catapult, so basically you're going to press it down and it launches the catapult very nicely. Very nicely done feature, and you do get 3 brown pieces. One of them is on the back right here, and then you can see there's another one inside of there. Another very nice feature added on is that this lifts up right here, and then there is a gun that pops up right here. You can sort of lift it up and then it fires out, and it kind of just hit my face. Didn't really hurt, but it's just kind of annoying. It just hit me right in the face though. I thought that was pretty funny. So moving that down, and then on the other side we also do get the same feature, except there's not really anything in there, so you can have like Nia pop out of there and jump on the roof and stuff. So it's a pretty nice feature. So we're gonna go onto the back and mostly the final looks at it. So some of the last minute add-ons in this set right here is a little bed right here, which is a pretty nice little add-on in there. I like how that is used. And then we're going to move up here so you can see that, the roof, so you can take a better detailed look at it. You can see how these swords are just connected on right here, and they move around. And you can see how the roof is connected on, very sturdily done. Very sturdy, I guess I should say. Sturdily is kind of a weird word. You can see right here how you can see to the other side of these windows, which is very nice. And then when you go to the other side, you can't see on the inside at all. So that is one of my favorite parts about these windows. You can see all the nice details they added on. So this is just kind of a final look at it. You can see right here, I know the review's already done. You can see it's crazy. And then, wow, it just looks amazing. You can see right here. Just one of the best Ninjago models I think I've seen. Definitely for this year. Well, I don't know of all time, but it is a very nicely done Ninjago set. Alright guys, now onto the rating on this set. This is a very hard set to rate because it has a lot of amazing add-ons to the set. The minifigures are absolutely outstanding. You get a ton of Nindroids to fight your ninjas, and you don't just get 1 Nindroid. You get 3 in the set, and you also do get the Overlord. And you do get 4 ninjas in the set. I guess you could count Nia as a ninja even though she is a samurai. But you can see, the only problem I really have with it is maybe the dragon head, how they didn't really use the actual mold that they used on the dragons in the actual dragon sets, but they just kind of used a brick-built one. I'd rather see something printed and have it put up there, kind of like the fire temple, except that actually opened up and showed a real dragon. I would have rather had maybe like a stone-looking dragon head on the top. Might have looked pretty cool. But other than that, most of the set is just perfect. You can see all the amazing features on here. It's very sturdy, so the top green pieces, if you think those are kind of fragile, they are not. They're actually very sturdily put on there. Very nicely done there. So this set is definitely going to get a 9.8 out of 10. And definitely, if you want to get this set, the Overlord is definitely a draw to the set. And you get a ton of little add-ons to it. So that is basically it for this review, guys. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.